Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. I have not recorded a video in a long time, but I'm still here and I'm still excited about Splinterlands. And now we have reward cards to talk about. So I'm going to rip a bunch of reward cards in this video. I'm going to spend all my glint. I got about 2 million glint. I'm going to spend a lot of it anyways, and we'll see what we get. I don't even know anything about these cards. I've been on hiatus. I've been on work leave. I've been traveling. I've been overwhelmed by family and personal responsibilities. And so I've been detached, but I'm still playing as much as I can. In fact, earlier today, and then I saw some of these cards. So here I am. When I saw them, I was like, is that a foundation card that was... No. Is that a free card that they dropped? No. Reward cards. And so here we are. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Otherwise, check out the next video. Okay, so I have about 2 million glint, I think. Let's come into shop rewards. So I have, where are we? Where does it say my glint totals? Yeah, 3 million, 3.3 million glint. I've been saving for a while. Maybe not as long as some of you, but I've been saving obviously in anticipation of this moment, because I did know that we were going to see new rewards coming, and now they've been dropped. In fact, 16 days ago this post game, new rewards, new cards. I'm really excited about the new foils. Obviously, to pull a black foil or a GFA would be wild. How to acquire a black foil or a GFA? You got to do it through the weekly fortune draws. That's awesome. I do wonder how this is impacting player base growth. I bet it. I don't know. I don't think the cards launched 16 days ago, or if they did, I've been here since then. So I think let's see, when did they actually launch? Probably says here. I don't want to spend too much time looking at words. I want to look at cards, but suffice it to say, I expect that this will impact player base growth. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Let's open some cards. So we no longer have the gold foil promise, whatever they were called, the chest that produced a gold foil, which makes sense because, you know, what would you have, a black foil promise as well? That would be pretty intense. I wonder how much that would cost. But we do have legendary draws, which is still awesome, and I think that's more now. Is that more now? I can't remember. Either way. Ultimate chests is what I always focused on before. Major chests, minor chests. I think we're going to exhaust all three of these. And I'm trying to remember if these numbers are the same. I don't actually know. But regardless, we're going to buy them all. Let's start with the miners. 300 of them. Go. Looks like 300 is a batch. 150,000. Make it happen. Ooh. My alchemy potions. I only have... Okay, so I have 2,200 alchemies and I have 5,400 legendaries. We have plenty of potions to cover whatever we're going to do here. So let's make it happen. I don't know what these cards are going to be like. I don't actually know which ones are, you know, awesome, amazing, overpowered, underpowered. Looks like the video launch. I'm going to unmute. Reveal all. Common scroll. Okay, and the scrolls allow me to unlock the cards too. I forgot about that. So of course we want to see a lot of those if we can. Another common scroll. You know, it's definitely happening too fast for me to properly take in what I'm seeing. But at the same time, I should say, you know, these cards at level 1 are going to be so different at level 8 or 6. Or 4, depending on what rarity they are, that I don't know how relevant it is for me to analyze the level 1 of any of these cards. I'm happy to see the scrolls that are rolling through though. I do have a question. I don't know if I think that common scroll allows me to unlock one common card, and that common card could be 1 BCX or 400 BCX. I believe that's the way that would logically work, although I don't know if that's the way it works. And so I'm going to be looking either in the comments or on that post later on off video to try and figure that out. I like the artwork, I can say that. And I'm assuming, actually, I'm confident we do not have summoners in this set. I actually want to, let's go, a legendary in my... Let's go. A legendary within my common drops. That's a big pull. I'm going to look back at that legendary in a moment. Some of these rares look pretty serious. Like 3 magic damage from that one rare. I can't show him right now, but there he is again. That grave beard or grave bond or whatever it was. 3 magic damage for common on the level 1. I've seen some of these in play today while I was playing in Modern. I saw a large melee beast on the blue team, or it might have been the white team. It was being played with EMP, so it could have been blue or white. I don't remember, but he had a significant amount of hit points and armor as well. Okay, that might have been him. I wonder if that was him. Let's scroll up and find that legendary. Yeah, this one, Grave Brand Warlock. 3 damage, level 1. That feels like a strong level 1 for a rare. There's the legendary. So we got 4 cost, 3 damage output, melee sneak. Strong sneak for level 1, right? 3 damage for level 1. Relatively slow. If this doesn't... My first reaction is like, this is fine. But by no means does that resonate for me as like as a legendary. However, I'm cognizant that level 2, 3, 4 could bring abilities that are, you know, busted, broken, you know, excessive. So we'll, I'm not saying it's a bad card. I'm just saying this looks, from a stat perspective, this looks pretty just normal, like unimpressive, like unexciting. Not bad, but unexciting. Okay, so let's keep going. Skip. And we're going to come in here. We're going to open 150 major chests. I actually think we're going to, actually, I know we're going to do 300 more of these right now. Yeah, that was 75,000 glint more, but frankly, for the amount of, I need lots of copies, right? I need lots of every BCX of every one of these things, so. And for the possibility of dropping another legendary, right? We just pulled one. 1 in 300, but one nonetheless. I'm going to speed it up a little because we're not gleaning anything from these rips anyways. Like I'm not learning something about the meta from this card analysis. These are too low level. So we just rip through these and see if there's going to be any legendary drops or something like a pack, or I don't know if there's gold foil possibilities or GFAs or BFs in this. I don't think so. I think they just said GFAs and black foils are going to be possible. That's nice. Are only going to be possible in the context of the... I'm getting entries too, by the way, which I love. The entries are the capacity to get those black foils. Love that. Love those entry tokens. Yes, please and thank you. There's actually a lot there. I'm noticing now. I got an epic back there. What else am I seeing here? Energy, which is cool too. More entries, more common scrolls. Love it. Okay. Close that out. We may even do another one before our time is over here, but I'm gonna hit the majors and I'm gonna kind of, I need to see where this leads. Like, look, it's 375,000 for this 150. We're definitely ripping those. We may rip another 150 of the majors. I'm happy to kind of go hard on these on the glint right now, because my thinking on this moment is that these are brand new cards. My thinking is twofold. The cards being issued right now are brand new, and they will have greater impact now than they ever will. So if I can get max level or high level copies of these right now, they will impact my climb far more meaningfully than they will in 6 months. In 6 months, more people will have them, more competitors will have them. They will be less of a distinguishing characteristic between my deck and yours. So that's the first piece of why I want to go hard That's the first piece of why I want to go hard right now with my glint and buying these chests. But then the second thing that I'm thinking about is that as I get more and more of those entries, as I get more and more of these entries to unlock possibly those BFAs or these black foils or those gold foil arcanes, those should have a greatly disproportionate, well, they should have an increased value today, right now, as opposed to what they would have across time. We saw that with foundation cards, Frontier mode issuing foundation cards, and those cards just kind of declining as they became more and more issued. I don't think we're going to see the same drop off in valuations with this set, because they're, for a lot of reasons I don't want to fully unpack, but those two reasons are why I really want to push hard on my glint right now, and I'm not going to wait necessarily to kind of stretch out my glint across time, which would theoretically be the best glint to card value, theoretically, right? But I want to push the chips in now for the reasons I just explained. Let's hit these ones. Reveal all. 1 speed is good. 4 entries, love it. We're going to pull any legendaries or epics. I do feel like I'm seeing a lot of the same cards. After this poll, I'm going to slow down and I want to see that all 43 are currently released, right? Because there's 43 cards in the set. Are they all already available? Or is this some sort of limited cycle of like 15 of the 43? Because I'm seeing a lot of the same cards. I'm sure that information... There's a rare scroll. That was hard to say. Cool. Nothing as crazy as maybe some of the comments, but so let's have a quick peek at that. So it'll be at the top if there's anything like that. We're thrilled that 43 new cards alongside a complete overhaul of how you earn, unlock, and rarest cards in the game. A full new set, discover 43 new cards, including 12 commons, 12 rares, 7 epics, 12 legendaries to shake up the meta. All Conclave cards can be burned for glint. Yeah. All Conclave Arcana reward cards have no production power. Interesting. Not usable in conflicts. Okay. That makes sense probably, right? Because if you had 10 million glint, you just buy your way into conflict airdrops. Unlocking your cards, introducing binding scrolls. To unlock 1 CC of a regular foil card, you need 1 unbinding scroll of the matching rarity. For multiple CCs of a card, you need multiple scrolls. That's an answer to my earlier question. I need 400 common scrolls to unlock a maxed common card. That's what I'm reading there anyways. How to get unbinding scrolls. Easy unlocking. If you don't have the scrolls you need to unlock a card when the game will offer a quick and easy option to purchase them on the spot with these here credits. I love that, by the way. Burn rates. And look, 30% to the team, 33 to the DAO, 34 to burn. That is meaningful, guys. That is really meaningful. These mechanics are built into the game. The developers are very thoughtful about undergirding the financial mechanisms that are the game within the game of Splinterlands. Love it. Updated card draws. Now every rarity specific card draw you purchase is a 1% base chance of gold foil. Okay, it used to be 2, I think. So they've changed that. I believe that used to be 2. Alchemy potions boost your luck. Use alchemy potions to double your gold foil chances. Note that higher rarity draws will require more potions for boosts. Okay. There's gold foil print limits. That seems wise to really sustain the valuation on those. That's cool. That's really cool. So again, this is like another reason to strike while the iron's hot. Like go fast and spend your glint now, chasing after a limited resource that will reach its rarity. Like will cap out. Revamped loot chests. Loot chest costs and glint and contents. Minor 500. Get your fortune draw passes, which I've been doing. A pass from the spellbook, yep. From a spellbook holder is required to participate. Okay, it costs... Oh, I didn't get that yet. 125 DC. I got to look at that. You must purchase a pass before a draw begins for your entries to count for that week. Multiple passes. Okay. Purchase for up to 53. That's great. That's great. Because then you can just pre-book them, pre-buy them, pre-burn that DC also, but then just kind of prep your account in case you want to walk away for a time. Main method, ranked wins. 5 ranked battles, modern or wild, each earns batch. Oh, let's go. I love that. Okay, I'm getting like I knew this stuff from Frontier mode, but you know, it's great to see in writing that this is going to apply to modern and to wild. Stake factor, very important. Your league, your total SPS staked, owned plus delegated to you. This is great. This is so cool. So I came here for one answer, and I found several answers. But the thing in question is no, the full cycle of 43 are available right now. And so I'm just kind of I'm seeing probably more comments and rares, and that's why it looks like I'm just getting the same cards over and over again. We're probably, what was that again? Let's go 150. Ooh, that's a much bigger number. So we went from like 375 to 562. Probably not maybe going to do that batch, but then again, maybe I will. We're definitely ripping 30 of these. Hopefully we see multiple legendaries. Let's just 4 common scrolls, 4 energy, 1 rare. Thorn Maw Berserker. We've seen him many times. I definitely love this art. 7 mana, 2 whatever, right? Like a little bit. A little underwhelming. Nice. Gold foil. Double gold foil on the Pixie Knife Hurler. Another Uland with dodge and close range. Not super exciting, but I love to see the rare gold foil being dropped for me. Mindless Thrall. That's a super cool artwork. And the purple hair is awesome. Husk the Hunter. Charge again. I love charge cards. 3 mana for another charge card is definitely helpful. Entries, merits. Wow. A row and a half of like non-card related returns. Two full rows of right? Like 2 full rows of non-card related returns. That owl's cool. Voss, avian. He reminds me of an Avatar character who was like guarding an ancient library underneath the sands of some desert. It was really, if you don't know Avatar, you won't know what I'm talking about, but pretty cool plot line. Cool-ish. Bloodline Tribute. Okay. Avian Bloodline Tribute. Okay, let's close that out. And then I actually want to come over here and quickly buy that thing before I forget. I don't know when the next lottery or whatever will be. So let's make sure we're buying that. Look at this. I'm 90 energy so far. I had 8 before I started buying this stuff. Okay. So how do I do this? Go to rewards. Okay, so I've got 52 fortune entries, and it's the next draw is in 6 days, so it must have just had one. Unless this all went live today, and I'm just discovering it on literally the day it went live, which is possible, I guess. We're definitely gonna buy. Let's just, honestly, if I buy 10, the problem is I might actually forget, like on the 11th. I don't care. I'd rather have a little bit of a leeway, and I'll just try to remember to check in regularly. So it's 125 DEC per, and I'm buying 10 of them. Buy. Cool. By the way, I sold something. I don't. What's up with that? I got 20,000 DEC. I kind of, yeah. Okay. So recent winners. So there was a poll recently. Look at these cards. Like how rad would it be to rip that? So the epic black foil. These cards are sellable, right? These are unlocked immediately, I believe. And so that would be awesome. Fast draws. 1 draw. So there's only been one. There's only been 1 draw before. Generate results. Infidel. Oh, it's already there. See, I would have thought I could search and find a confirmed 0 on mine. Oh, but I didn't buy a thing last time, so it wouldn't have ripped them. I guess I wonder if I wasted those. I guess I would have. I think I'm reading between the lines that if you don't spend your foundation tokens for a given season by buying that $125 entry pass, then you don't get to keep them. They don't roll over. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I'm good now anyways. Let's go ahead and keep shopping. Rewards. So we could rip legendaries, and that would be helpful and interesting and cool. And ultimately, legendaries are the one that's the hardest to get. I don't think I want to focus on these. Like, even though I would like some of these to say, which ones I like the most. Vicious Draft is a card I love. I would like to have the Ultra skin. Vengeful Monk looks way cooler in this with this thing than he does regularly, so that'd be cool. Halfling Refugee looks like Scarecrow from Batman, and I'd love to have that. I don't like. Oh, and Oridim looks amazing. He looks even more like Scarecrow. I actually don't like the other. No, I like Ariel Shield Maiden, but I don't like the other ones. I could do without any of those. Having said all that, I think I'm okay just like not getting them at all. I'd rather spend my glint on cards. Ranked fortune entry. So you can buy, oh, you can buy entries. Yes, please. I don't know if that's super wise, but I'm gonna do it. Feels like maybe you should just play the card, and like even my thought would be to like to buy energy in order to unlock more chests, in order to receive, right? Because you could play in wild and in modern, and you probably can't do that fully without buying energy. And so energy is probably an access point to really maximize your access to these new cards and the black foils and the BFAs and etc. I think this is the play rather than this. I'm going to do 2 of each. I'm doing 2 of each. These are ultimate chests again. We're doing another 30, and then we will do another 150 on the rares. And even then, we're probably still going to keep going. Rip them all. No legendaries, hey? Aye, aye, aye. Okay, let's go another 150 over here. And yeah, this is a lot of glint, but I've been saving glint for a reason. And I want these cards. After I do this, I'll do a separate video where I like deep dive on what I've unlocked. I'll look at the evaluations, I'll kind of analyze what I've unlocked, what levels I've reached, talk about the meta impact. Nice. That card looks awesome. I love that art. Second legendary right there. You know what's interesting? One line of thinking for me would be that your entries would mean more in coming weeks than they do probably now. Because there's all kinds of saved up glint. So presumably people are doing what I'm doing, which means that they're going to have a disproportionately high number of entries in the first few weeks than as opposed to the following weeks. Or then again, maybe the counterbalance to that might be that player-based growth could bring in more people, more participants, more entries, and therefore maybe it's the opposite. I'm not sure how to think through the nuance of that. So let me see that legendary again. Where'd he go? This was the card I was thinking of earlier from the white team with the big armor and the big hit points and the melee, and this was used in the second position. So I don't know if it gets reach or if maybe the rule set provided reach. Where is that Uland? That's okay. Let's just skip that and we'll come. So I did 2U, 2U, 2U. Do I do another one of you? Maybe I do. That's a lot of glint for just common chests. Especially when I could go like this and buy one of these. I think we got to do this. 300. Oh, 100%. 100% we got to do that. Go double X speed. So they could be gold, but that's about it, right? Otherwise, they're just commons, and we'll look at them in thoroughly in another video. I bet some people already have their maxed out set. In fact, I feel confident that there would be, right? And some of these will be on the marketplace already, and that'd be interesting to do another video on deep diving on like kind of early market price points for some of these cards. I bet some of it's wild. Nice. I feel like on a 1%, like I'm not hitting, right? Like so it's 1% drop rate of gold foil. I should at least get 3 on 300, but so far not what's happening. Let's close that one out, and then we're gonna come over and get some of those rares. 100. So again, this should be, I should get one or two gold foils. Are we gonna? There's one of them. There's another. Are we going to get 3 to make up for our commons that didn't show? Yeah. Well, I'll be happy with my gold foil rares as opposed to my gold foil commons anyways. There, hit for 4, eh? Nice. Nice rip. Nice rip. And then we'll come back in for the epics. We're definitely buying those up. 225,000 glint. Yes, please. These ones will slow a little down on. Reveal all. I think I had seen all of these except for I feel like maybe I hadn't seen this one. Maybe. I like it a lot. The divine shield, the magic damage, the good amount of hit points, the decent speed, the artwork. That's a card that I like a lot. And then this one over here with the bloodline tribute for the undead. Very cool. So there's a bloodline tribute for avian and for undead and maybe others. There's the avian one. Ooh, wing break. Nice. Really nice. Another Pain Forger. I love Pain Forge cards. So good. And it's a purple one, so I guess that's irrelevant because I was thinking about the purple summoner, death summoner that offers Pain Forge, but that's irrelevant because he has it. Okay. Skip and come into legendaries. Definitely buying 10 of these. Let's see a gold foil. Immediately. Okay. Boom. Oh, let's go. That is wild. Okay. That is wild. 1% drop rate and we get one on the first legendary rip. Let's go. That's awesome, man. Okay. I can't believe we got a gold foil on the first one. Ooh, that art is sick. It looks like there's a good number of avians in this 43 card release. Avian was one of the ones that had sparse amounts of monster cards within it. I noticed that before a couple weeks ago. Ooh, I like this card too, by the way. Just, I don't know, something very like alien about it. I like that. Okay. Oh, nice. 3 of those means a level 2. I don't know what that's going to do for me, but okay. And if I wouldn't mind seeing another one of the Nessas then. Got True Strike. Okay. Gold foil on Scrag the Gnaw. Okay. Cool. I kind of wish I didn't pull these because, you know, you got level 2 already over here in Scrag, but that's okay. So he's got Poison Burst and he's also got Reflexes. What's that? After the first successful attack by an attacker against this unit, all subsequent attacks from that attacker against this unit miss for the rest of the round. That is a crazy ability. That is nuts. Hang on a second. After the first successful attack by an attacker against this unit, all subsequent attacks from that attacker, that one unit, not the whole team, against this unit miss for the rest of the round. If you could put taunt on this card, and if you had like a way to really keep its hit points up, wouldn't that be game over? I guess you could put poison on it or something. You know, you could make it run into thorns and those would still hurt me, etc. Or maybe magic, maybe reflexes don't dodge magic. It doesn't exactly say physical damage. It says all subsequent attacks from that attacker against this unit miss. All of them. Even magic? That feels like that shouldn't be magic unless he has phase. Wow, that's a crazy, crazy new ability. Reflexes. What else? So we're suddenly broke. That was it. We're broke. We're at 86,000, or we're 86,000 glint left. We can't pay for any more of the legendaries. We could buy a few more epics. Let's buy some more commons. Let's buy what we can. 100? Nope. We can buy 250-ish. 250. Oh, it's capping me at 100. I thought it was a... I feel like it was more than that the first time around. That's okay. Maybe the second batch is smaller. Not only more expensive, but smaller. Reveal all. Looking for gold foils in particular. Let's give me at least one. Okay, let's go. Can we pull 2? I feel like I've blown... Oh, 2. I feel like I've done way... Oh, 3. My gold foil drops have been very successful today, especially the legendary, right? So that will be all of it, right? No, I do have a little bit more, but now we're up to 450 per. What about some rares? Can I do 100? No way. I could do 10. I kind of want to buy just a couple legendaries so we could bid 3. Yeah, let's just... You know what? I'm going to hold off because I might want to buy some energy. And what does energy go for? Yeah, we'll just hold on some glint and we'll buy some energy if we need to. We're up to 138 energy, by the way. But let's... Yeah, I'm going to quickly scroll through my cards, but I'm going to do a separate video on what I pulled. And we will deep dive into that, and I will analyze how I think they're going to affect my gameplay or the meta itself in a separate video. Okay, so I pulled a good distribution of I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 different legendaries, and there was 12, I believe. On the epics, again, I think there might have been 12 approximately, and I pulled 6 of them, 7 of them. On the rares, excluding the gold foils, 4, 8. So we pulled most of them, and then the commons, same thing. I think maybe all of them. Let's see, I can check that. Playable all. Yeah, I got them all. Did I get all the rares? I did. Did I get all the epics? I did? That surprises me, actually. I thought it was more than 7. And there's some legendaries we missed. Missed that one, that one, that one. Just a few. Missed more than half of them. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for your time and attention. I hope you're enjoying Splinterlands. I hope you're enjoying this content. I hope you're enjoying the channel. If you are, like and subscribe. Leave it there, guys. Have a good one. God bless.